she won't do a black. But your fuck and I can do. Mandela Lulechi. I let you chill away out. I am a queen of Gabu. Mandela Chepulo Weko. So Chanibe. Amuga Chacha. Doing what you need. I come. Look at you. Come out. Look on your wall.
Wonderful. Good afternoon, Biafrans. Good evening, Biafrans, depending on your location, depending on your time. I welcome each and every one of you to the questionnaire this afternoon. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Please like and share. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so. What are you waiting for? Subscribe to this channel so that we will continue to bring the information anytime we are live. Yes, Biafrans, we have to set the record straight. No retreat, no surrender. We are not going back on our freedom. We are not relenting. We must continue to speak. We must continue to do the needful. We must continue to awaken the subconsciousness of those who are sleeping. Those who refuse to talk must talk. Those who refuse to speak must speak. Those who refuse to donate to our freedom, we are beckoning on you, are calling on you to freedom. Because your freedom is very, very important. Without your freedom, you will be slave in an Islamic country called Nigeria. And we are here to set the record straight. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, we appreciate him what he's doing for the Biafran people. Our eternal leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu, we really salute him. Our leader, Philip S. Fiong, we appreciate his commitment, his work. Our APM, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere, we continue to appreciate what he has done. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpan, continue to appreciate him, what he's doing for our freedom. And our Biafran different forces that are protecting us, we will continue to appreciate their commitment and their sacrifices for the freedom of the Biafran people. And each and every one of you supporting the freedom of our nation, Biafra. We appreciate appreciate every one of you. Yeah, this morning or today or this afternoon, depending on your time, I want us to look into what our APM said yesterday in the fund reading yesterday. Our APM, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu, was very, very furious. And if you are not furious, if you are not angry as a Biafran, then something will certainly be wrong with you, because you must be furious with the activities, with the shenanigan that is happening in that contraption called Nigeria. You must be very, very angry with the way they are using the life of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to play games in DSS custody. You must be very, very angry with the way the Nigerian government are treating the Biafran people, are treating the Igbos. Every one of us must be very, very angry. You must exhibit your anger either by words or by donation, and by supporting the Biafran Defense Forces, and by supporting our government. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya on the 19th of June 2021. And up to this moment, nothing meaningful has come out from Nigeria, from law court in Nigeria. Even when the law courts have said this man committed no crime, allow him to go. Yet, the politicians in Biafran land, those themselves, the political elites, those who say they are the kingmakers, those who say they are your governors, they are your elders, these people refuse to allow Mazi Kanu go. Yes, to tell you that it is not the Nigerian government that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, it is the politicians from the southeast that are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is these same politicians that went and kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is these same politicians that are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are playing games with the life of our leader. Today they will say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have no case to answer. Tomorrow they will say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have a case to answer. Tomorrow the discharged and acquitted. Next tomorrow they will say, oh, they have charges against him. Tomorrow Nigeria will say, oh, they are submitting a no case submission of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. To say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a pending case to answer. Even when everybody know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have no case to answer. Even when they know that this is an international crime that Nigeria cannot try a man they come against. But they continue to play on the intelligence of the Biafran people. And that is why each and every one of angry must be angered by what is happening in that evil contraption called Nigeria. So the court yesterday, or the day before yesterday, you saw how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case went. They told them they submitted that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs medical treatment. The Nigerian court refused to grant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that dive to go and treat himself. But if it was the terrorist from the north, if it is the sophisticated morons from the west, the court will give them that reprieve opportunity to go and treat themselves. But because it's our leader, because it's the Biafran people, the court refused to allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go for medical checkup or medical treatment, even when his life is in danger. And what are the politicians from the south is doing? Talking about 2026. They are busy 2027. They are busy obi this, obi that. They security vote. They are busy project here and project there. They are very busy on what they are going to gain out of Nigeria. They are very much busy on their political ambition, on their financial stand, on what their criminality in Nigeria. That is from the Biafran extractions are doing. This is what the likes of Enyinia Baribe, Soludo, Alex Oti, Ifeanyi Mba, and all these politicians that come from the Southeast, they are not worried. They are not bothered about what the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is facing in that contraction called Nigeria. Even when they have been humiliated by the Nigerian state, because in the whole Nigeria, it is the only man that the Nigerian government can hold responsible without them having to come out of it the way they should. Every other ethnic nationality will have a problem, and the Nigerian government will listen to them. Their problem. The Yorubas can never have a problem, and they came out and agitate for the freedom of their Nigerian government will not listen to them. The Yorubas will come in unison. They will agree with them and talk with one voice for their brother Sunday-Igboho to be released. And they did that, and the Nigerian government released on the Fulani oligarchies. The Fulanis also, they talked out and removed and released Abba Kyari, even that Abba Kyari is in detention. How many times have you seen that Abba Kyari is in detention? Which detention camp is Abba Kyari? Have you seen it? Have you heard it on the news? No. Either Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And these people are not ashamed of themselves. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in detention up to today. And many of you idiotic, stupid, and useless Biafrans are even supporting the Nigerian government to continue to detain our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And you say that something is not wrong with your brain. We must set the record straight. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have no case to answer. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be released. And the basis of this broadcast today, 2 p.m. said, the legal team, we understand you are in a very precarious situation. You are in Nigeria. There are certain things you can never accept. Last month or last 2 months ago, about, Nigeria said they are submitting a no-case submission of Nnamdi Kanu, and everybody was waiting. Everybody was looking up to 2 days ago for them to release our leader. If you don't have any case against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, why are you holding him? The legal team, what are you doing in order to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, whom the Nigerian government said they have no case against, can walk out free from that terrorist detention camp? Whatever the Nigerian government, whatever the prosecutor said, the legal team will accept hook, line, and sinker. And that is why our APM, to demonstrate that furiousness, have to spread that anger for them to understand that Biafrans, we are watching what is going to happen. And our APM have relayed the message of Biafrans to everyone, including the legal team, and that of the Mazen and the Kanu siblings. Kanu Takano and Fine Boy, who are making money in the detention of our leader. I want you to understand that the Biafran are watching you all. Our APM have told you, each and every one of you should understand that the freedom within Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. In as much as he is your brother, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is representing over 80 million Biafrans all over the world. So you should be concerned. You should understand that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case is the Biafran case. You should understand that if anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's about the Kanu family. It's about the totality of the Biafran nation. And that is why every one of you, the legal team, the siblings of our leader, must be very, very precarious. Must take about what they are doing in relation to this freedom, in relation to the continued detention of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every one of you should be mindful of how you treat the of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the Biafran people are not going to take it lightly with any one of you. If anything happens to Mazi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, we are here to get freedom. And nothing anybody can do to stop us from the freedom of the Biafran people. There is nothing any one of you can do. And that is why we are watching the Biafran people in what you are doing, games you are playing with the life of our leader, going to be, rosy for each and every one of us. Should we find our leader, every one of you will be held accountable and responsible, and you have to tell the Biafran people the roles you played for our leader to be held in detention. Very, very important. I want you all to listen. Our APM is not missing words. He's not missing words that every one of you should be mindful and careful of you people are doing for the continued detention of our leader. If you don't know what to do, we want to let you understand that we, the Biafran people, are watching and we are listening.
Not benefiting from that evil entity called Nigeria. That's why we are proud Biafran. We will remain Biafrans. We will live as Biafrans. We will die as Biafra. Biafra is who we are. We appreciate our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yo, what's going on? We appreciate our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who yesterday appeared in the court of our enemy, Nigeria. And as usual, since 2021, they be playing game, politicking, drama. The terrorist judicial system, their court, is court of injustice, shrine for mankind. There is nothing in Nigeria, and we pray they release him. And we also want to use the opportunity to address one or two things for Biafrans that are watching, friends that are listening. If we are saying that the terrorist state of Nigeria, we just release our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without putting up the fight. First of all, they did not kidnap our leader Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to benefit Biafra, him in the cause that he have chosen to free his people. They kidnap him to stop the free of Biafra. They did not kidnap him to make his, rather they kidnap him so that they can hold all of us hostage, both me and you. If we expect that they will start putting up a fight, we are dreaming. It's time to rise up, wake up, and do what is right. And I also want to use this opportunity to talk to the legal team of our leader, Mazin Namdekan. Be careful what they wish for. The Nigerian state, as of yesterday, said in 8 days they will send their medical team or whatever to evaluate our leader to see if they will send him to have a medical treatment or not. If anything happened to our leader, the legal team will be held responsible. And the means of our leader that have colluded that we don't know what they are doing. They are using our leader Mazin Namdi. They are using for fame to make money. I don't know a country that have the jurisdiction to try our leader, three courts from the same country. I don't know open the case. First of all, Nigeria crime by kidnapping our leader. That is why they should have not allowed whatever happened to go back to try. Nigeria don't have to try because they commit crime against people. They commit crime against our leader Mazin Namdekan. Yes, we are the victim. Our leader Mazin Namdekan victim. I don't see any reason why Nigeria will be crying to be the victim. So it's totally wrong. I hope the legal team will get this message. Anything happen to our leader will hold you, all the legal team accountable, just like we hold Nigeria. And both our leaders, siblings that have colluded, we don't know what they are doing. I don't understand this type of politicking in our leader for politics. Just like the same way some old fool a few days ago are protesting for the release of our leader Mazin Namdekan. But since 2021, this group, you never see them protesting. They can start, they can keep deceiving themselves, thinking we are stupid, we are not. This time around, whatever we haven't been right, we will get it right this time. That's where we are accountable. Millions of Biafrans have been massacred. Millions have been starved to death. Till today, the Nigerian terrorist state, they are still killing Biafrans. We are still defending it. It's causing our innocent Biafrans have been massacred every day, kidnapped. So this is not time to be playing around. Everyone that have colluded come to kill us will hold that person accountable. And the Nigerian terrorist state, we are watching. The world is watching. They better do what is right and release Mazin Namdekan. We will not forgive it. We might not forgive. They better be careful. I'm not a fan of an evil man called Obasanjo. Obasanjo is any Biafran. Obasanjo killed Biafrans in millions. Obasanjo once said that the Nigerian terrorist state have to be careful. They need to treat the matter of our leader with careful. They have to be careful. They need to be very sensitive and they need to treat the matter carefully. Anything happen to Mazin Namdekan, it won't be business. From the legal team to the free pass to sit him in the address where they kept him incommunicado. Our leader Mazin Namdekan never aligned himself with the ideology of the English governors. Our leader Mazin Namdekan himself with the so-called Ohanese with the useless saboteurs. People that they parade whenever he has called, they will go snap to deceive their friends. They will visit the SS where they hold him custody. Deceive same people that he condemned, the legal team, following back the lead counsel. We are watching everything you guys are. Yes, sir. Going back to reopen the case that the country have said they don't have the jurisdiction to even try. I don't know what you are doing. If anything happens, so remember our Prime Minister Simon Eber. We need to put him in our prayers. There is a lot of temptation, a lot is done, and for this saboteurs, the evil ones that want to leave him alone. Leave him alone. We are here to speak for him. We know what is right. We know what is wrong. Where he is, he what we are doing. And so we are his eyes. We are the one that will be doing it for him. And the time of our leader was here. Our leader take the bold step and do what is right on behalf of Wazirike. When our Prime Minister is here, our Prime Minister took the bold step and do what is right on behalf of our leader, Mazin Amdika. I don't know what we change now. Where our Prime Minister is, what we are doing, he can't do it from there. So we have to do what is right, what will benefit the Biafran people and also benefit him. If we all are watching what is happening in the world closely, if you pay attention to what is going on in UN, the so-called supposed to be the United Nations, the organization that's supposed to put checkmate and put peace across the globe, worldwide. But it happened, the one instigating violence, causing more problems. You all will know that this world we live is so evil, corrupt, biased. That is why we Biafran people have chosen to fight for our freedom, whether they support us or not. They will eventually do the right thing in due time. They will recognize Biafra and support Biafra. After the genocide, which over 35 million Biafrans were killed and starved to death, massacred, till today, United Nations organization, a bunch of vultures that are there have not condemned the Nigerian terrorist state. They have not talked about it. Until today, they have not stayed away in the issue of what is happening in Biafra land. Instead, the evil organization even align themselves with terrorists. They invite terrorists to come and speak at the UN National Assembly. Saved grace. We had two great men that spoke. President of the Free World United States of America 2 days ago, and also Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel. Their stand and how they set the matter straight. How people should stand up and fight for what they believe. How people should support the right cause, not supporting terrorists, not trying to validate terrorists so that they will continue to ravaging the whole world. All over the world, both in Europe, and it's also coming down to America as well, but we believe the United States won't let that happen. Islamic jihadist terrorists, the same terrorists that have come to overrun Biafra land and take over our land, they are ravaging everywhere, destroying everywhere, everybody. Biafra land will never surrender. Our land can never be conquered. Go to Europe. Europe actually wish for this because they be supporting terrorists all over their life, especially UK. So I think they are now feeling the heat. They now see what we have been fighting against. We will keep fighting. We will keep fighting for our freedom. Our freedom is in our hand. Our freedom won't be given to us in a pot of gold. If we all think that the Nigerian terrorist state will just release our leader Mazin Amdika to us without putting up a fight, we are joking. Biafran people, rise up, support your freedom, do what is right. I saw it from one of these mad women called Ngozi. I think I don't know how I came across it. Somebody posted it. I came across it. Here she was acknowledging the 22 Congress women and men and women from Washington, D.C. on more the measure they have taken against the Nigerian terrorist state. The question is that who is making it happen? Is breaking Biafra Republic government in Gaza? Our presence in Washington, D.C., our campaign in Washington, D.C., we made it clear to Congress what is happening in our land. Every day we'll be having meetings with them since last year. And if we Biafrans who should take credit should be Biafran people, the genuine Biafran people that are fighting from the bottom of their heart, not those that have come to sabotage what we are doing. It's the genuine ones that should be proud of themselves that our voice is being heard in Washington, D.C. And we are going to do what is right as well. We will be fighting, and we need to fight more brutal. We need to do what we haven't done before, so that the terrorist state can leave our land alone. And please, the media team, I don't know if this criminal, this evil man called Peter Obi, if he's still in US, please tag him on your tweet. Tweet it, tag every member of Congress, send it to my page so I can send it to those that I can. Please, we need to let the US know that Peter Obi killed Biafrans in Oji River. That Peter Obi killed Christians in Biafra land. Peter Obi is a criminal. He's an evil man. He's one of those politicians, one of the corrupt politicians they are looking for. I don't know what is going on in Georgia. In Georgia, that is where we have this lady, woman, evil woman that ran to form her own parallel government, Ngozi Orebeze. The same Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Can somebody tell me what is going on there? We Biafran people need to know. That is the same place where you have Obiana or Obiana that have a politician that kill Christians in Biafra land, that loot the Biafran people dry. After all that, he ran to Georgia for refuge, for him to live a better life, but he refused to bring better life to his people where he ruled as a governor. All these criminals, I don't know what they found in Georgia. P2B also found himself receiving a certificate of whatever from Georgia. Please, to us, you and the media team, I think Moses Sonia Parawa, we do the finishing touching on this. We need to tag all these criminals, and we need to know what is going on in Georgia. We need to make it go viral so that the U.S. government need to know that some of the politicians they are sanctioning, they are looking for, they are in town. We will track them, we will trace them, we will do everything we can to send the message to the appropriate department so they can look into this issue. Thank you all. Thank you from here. Please donate from the bottom of your heart. Do what is right. Save your dear nation. We heard when Benjamin Netanyahu was speaking yesterday, I believe, he poured his heart. He said the way it is. You have to fight. You have to fight for your freedom. Your enemy will not let you be free. You have to free yourself. You have to do everything humanly possible. It don't matter even if the whole world is against you. And for we Biafran people, if we can get the best ally in the world, if it is just only one or two countries that recognize us, countries that want to live, countries that want to do what is right, country. When you say country, it's all about the quality, not the quantity, because there are a bunch of countries that don't know their left and right. Bunch of countries have bad leaders that don't even know what to do, how to lead their people. So we're really happy to align ourselves with those that speak the truth, countries that really want to do what is right. Thank you all from here, and Honorable Tutors, take it from here. I think Honorable Minister of Information will be joining shortly. And also we have our website that Honorable Tutors, please, you can just touch light on this. Can you share the website where Biafrans can make their free will donation today? Donation that they are donating from the bottom of their heart. From people, if we can get the best ally in the world, if it is just only one or two countries that recognize us, countries that want to live, countries that want to do what is right, country. When you say country, not, it's all about the quality, not the quantity, because there are a bunch of countries that don't know their left and right. Bunch of countries have bad leaders, leaders that don't even know what to do, how to lead their people. So we're really happy to align ourselves with those that speak the truth, countries that really want to do what is. And Honorable Tutors, take it from here. I think Honorable Minister of Information will be joining shortly. And also we have our website that Honorable Tutors, please, you can just touch light on this. Can you share the website where Biafrans can make their free will donation today? Donation that they are donating from the bottom of their heart to save their dear nation and to help make sure that the terrorist state of Nigeria that have colluded with the terrorist Fulani herdsmen not to overrun our land. We have Restoration Hopes.org and also the Restoration Hope. A while ago, after our website was hijacked, we keep asking ourselves, when are we going to get a website that we'll be using? But today we can proudly say we have more than 1, 2, 3 websites. So while some of the websites are still being worked on, and our Biafra Republic government in Ezra website is well updated, and even better than the website that was hijacked. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was the acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere addressing Biafrans yesterday, and every one of you heard what he said about the legal team. He is giving warnings to the legal team on what they are doing about the case of our leader. And he has seriously warned that should anything happen to our leader, to his case as well, they will be held responsible and accountable. He made them to understand that earlier the Nigerian government said they have no jurisdiction to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then why is the legal team now accepting to accept what the Nigerian government are saying again? They can try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of back and forth is that? They are playing with the lives of Biafrans. They are playing with the life of, and our APM send that very strong message. So Biafrans, share this message so that the legal team will be aware that this is what the Biafran people are looking at. Should anything happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are going to be held responsible. They should know that. We are not playing, we are not joking. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is so precious to us, his life is so precious to us. Inasmuch as he is standing for the Biafran nation, nobody should take his life for granted. Both the siblings and the legal team, they are being warned at this particular time that we are not going to take it lightly with them. All these shenanigans should stop. Our leader have no case to answer. Nigeria lack the jurisdiction to try him. You cannot try illegality on legality. It does not happen. A man you went to Kenya to kidnap, you now say you want to try him in the law court. Who does that? And it's like the legal team are dancing to their tune. And that is why this message must be sent to the lead counsel, Aloye Jimako, or the Esan, whoever is the lead counsel. They should be aware that we are watching. And we're not going to fold our hands and watch anything happen to our leader. Very, very important. So, Biafrans, the link is there. Join us on the studio and make your own contribution. We want your contribution on what is happening. Our leader, Mazin Nandekano, must be released. The legal team, the siblings of our leader, Mazin Nandekano, Kanunta, and Fine Boy. It will be recalled that Kanunta was the one, even when he was told his brother was kidnapped in Kenya. And Caroline Okorafo told Kanunta, should he let the world know? He said no, that our leader is praying in the mountain. Kanunta Kanu, Chike Dozieha, Chinasa Nworu, all the members of the DOS, they were all aware that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya. They refused to raise alarm. Rather, they were using the Twitter account of our leader to deceive Biafrans, for Biafrans to think or believe that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is very much safe, while they were trying to buy our leader in Kenya. But thank God, Chukwu Okike Abịama protected our leader, and those things they could not succeed in Kenya, they are now doing it to our leader in the contraction called Nigeria. And unfortunately, members of our leader's family are part and parcel of this sabotage. The sabotage against our leader must stop. We are not going to accept that. We are not going to take it lightly with individuals, with family that is now standing against the freedom of Ohamadike one of Biafra land. Call it the legal team, call it the siblings of our leader, call it the politicians, call it the elites, call it even the Biafra agitators. Anybody that is standing against our leader's freedom is standing against our freedom. Our leader case is our case, and we are not going to take it lightly with him. So, Biafrans, join us on the studio and make your contribution. Join us on the studio and air your opinion. Why is the legal team accepting whatever the Nigerian government brings up against our leader's case? Why?
Ex-Brigadier cabinet members, the criminal lobbyists that are parading with them in the name of trying to restore Biafra. Biafrans already stopped them on their track. That is why they cannot go. They can't move anywhere, not West. No, so
Exactly.
Nigerian government, I promise you today, the money you have given to the company is a waste because
Okay, we join us.
they cannot go anywhere. They can't go far. Once they take one step, we are taking 5 steps ahead of them. I'm also happy. Biafrans are also happy that Nigeria recognized that my humble self, Dr. Orobweze, is the Deputy Prime Minister, the second in command to His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa.
Simon Ekpa. Biafra Gerisi. Biafra will show you. Because you are not pure. You are not whiter than white. You are not whiter than snow. Chiamaka Ajere speaks. I'll be dropping it as it comes.
Going online recently, we are seeing some people jubilating and they are happy that the Finnish government have jailed Mazi Simon Ekpa 6 years. You know, one of the irony of this world is this, that the reason why we have agitators in Nigeria today is because the government of Nigeria have failed us. Nigerians are not being treated like human beings, not even withstanding that we are very, very rich and we don't lack nothing to live like human beings. But of course, Nigerians are slaves in Nigeria. And we still see some people who are happy that a freedom fighter has been apprehended and they jail him. Nigerians, the only thing I have to say is this. You see, the government of Nigeria that can go all the way to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not a government that cannot do and undo. The Nigerian government can do everything to make sure that the criminality going on in Nigeria today is still going on. Do you think that if Nigeria was working as a country is supposed to be working, that anybody will agitate? The answer is no. But we fail to attack the government. Rather, we are attacking the masses who have grievances against what the government is doing. I will never ever be one part of those who will stand and stay against agitators. The reason why they agitate is because the government is practicing criminality. You cannot tell me today that people are being unalive in hospitals for no reason. Some of them are being rejected because of 28,000 naira. Today in the street of Nigeria, we are seeing people scavenging for food in dustbin. In a country that have natural gas, crude oil, gold, cobalt, name them, gold, silver, and whatever. You know, one thing that I don't understand is, when you see some people, they call themselves freedom fighters. If you are a freedom fighter and they have not tagged you as a terrorist, or if you are a freedom fighter, you have only two places to stay. It's either you stay in prison or you stay in the grave, because you are looking for justice from the hand of the evil. One thing I will tell anybody who is happy that Mazi Simon Ekpa have been jailed is, don't forget that the major problem is still there. The major problem is still there. Is Nigeria functioning? No. Is insecurity in Nigeria going anywhere down? No. What have changed? What have changed? These same people who are happy now are the same people who came before and told us that Mazi Simon Ekpa is working with Nigerian government. Then how is somebody who is working with Nigerian government now go in jail, and the Nigerian government are happy that the person working with them is in jail? Watch what you are doing. Never you bite the hand of the guy or somebody who is feeding you, because maybe tomorrow he will reject feeding you again and you will find nowhere to get food. The Nigerian government is against Nigerians. That is the reality. When you see people, they come out and they tell you that they are politicians. The simple meaning of politician is criminality. They are not for good. It's better we start today changing things so that we will not have more Simon Eba, so that we will not have more Mazin Nandikan, so that we will not have more Boko Haram, so that we will not have more anything you want to call it in the world. But as far as I'm concerned, in a functioning country, insecurity is very far from it. In a country where the masses, where the youths are working, insecurity is very low. In a country where the government is doing everything right, people will not be clamoring to leave the nation. Nigerians, the ex-president of Nigeria, Buhari, said that the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. Who put us in Nigeria that they are telling us that we must stay together, for better, for worse? Tell me which marriage is that a divorce is not tolerated. Nigeria for me is one big scam of which I've never functioned. If I was still living in Nigeria to today, I will be thinking that it's normal to live without electricity. I will be thinking that it's normal to live without job. I would have been thinking that it's normal for an environment not to have good roads and a sewage system and everything functioning. But living abroad have changed my life. It has made me to understand that God is the government, and the governments of Africa have failed us. So if you think that one Samuel Neba is in jail, just know that millions of Samuel Neba are coming. Millions of Mazin Nandikano are coming. Because what is going on in our land is worse than terrorism. Thank you.
The Igbos politicians are useless. Very, very useless. The governors of Southeast are very, very useless. The Ndigbo as a Igbo socio-cultural group is also a very useless organization. The Southeast governors are so useless, they are useless to themselves, and they are even useless to their people. If not because these people are so useless, I see no reason that Nnamdi Kanu should still be in detention, dramatically kidnapped in Kenya, brought into this country, and then dramatic allegation against him. For many years, he has been in detention. And look at what is happening in the north. The play of shame and disgrace in the north. In the north, the northern politicians actually agitated for the forgiveness of Boko Haram. Boko Harams were forgiven, clothed, they were given money, clothes, and they were even fed with rice and chicken. And look at the recent disgrace and shame, the display of disgrace and shame of this country in Katsina. Just this week, where bandits and haters came with their ammunition, talking with tenacity and without any fear. With ammunitions, AK-47s, with ammunition, come for peace reconciliation. They were bossy and talking to Nigerians and federal government as if they were addressing school children. And yet Kanu is in detention. And somebody will not tell me that the Eastern governors are useless. Look, the South need to wake up. Oh. The South need to wake up. Because what the North is doing is actually it's so dramatic and so disgustful and so it's so shame and it's so disgusting to the extent that you ask either we have one country, we ask either we even have a constitution in this country. Do we have a constitutional authority in this country? Different rules for different regions and for different people. Nigeria is a joke.
I want to use this opportunity to appreciate Nigerians for their support since I released the first video yesterday about free Nnamdi Kanu protest. This protest is born out of sincerity and honesty, with the display of shame and disgrace that happened in Katsina last week. We all know that for years Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention. And as I'm talking to you, Nnamdi Kanu is having and he's battling with health challenges even while in prison. But it's rather unfortunate with the display of shame and disgrace that happened in Katsina by the bandit commander. The question we ask, do we have a country? The question we need to ask, do we have a nation? The question we need to ask, do we have a constitution? And if we have a constitution, then as Nigerians, we need to ask the federal government question, why the double standard? If the bandit commander can come and address Nigeria like schoolboys and address Nigeria by threatening Nigerians, by killing one of the headers, that he will kill more Hausas and Northerners, and he is moving freely. Why should Nnamdi Kanu should still be in prison? The question I ask, why the double standard? And it is a question that every Nigerian should be asking. Double standards by the federal government of Nigeria. And that is why the call for one Nigeria, one voice protest is born out of sincerity and honesty, equity and justice for all Nigeria citizens. One Nigeria, one voice protest. One Nigeria, one voice protest is a national call for all Nigerians of good conscience. It's not a regional protest. It's not a tribal protest. But it's a sincere protest born out of sincerity. I am calling of all Nigeria with good conscience to come out in mass. Those in Jos, Plateau, Kaduna, Kogi, and Abuja to come on Independence Day at Eagle Square to support this call. And I'm also calling on very dark black man to help us. Abuja is your constituency. We are coming from the north. You can help us to call the IG of police in preparation to this protest. The Rate president, I know you have the platform, and I'm also calling of all the Nigerian bloggers and social media influencers, those with good conscience and sincerity, so that our brother Nnamdi Kanu will be free. I'll bring up subsequent videos in preparation for this call and for this peaceful protest. May God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.
You jail Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow, another person will come out. Okay. Because that is the ideology. I keep saying, Biafran ideology. The things are seen in the southeast is what drives them. You have in the southeast, they arrest young people, young boys, they charge them for terrorism, they call them IPOP, they lock them up. You arrest bandits in the north. You arrest terrorists in the north. And what do? You call them repentant. And you reintegrate them back into the society. What kind of justice system is that? So we must be honest with ourselves in this country. If we want peace, let us look at peace from the aspect of justice. Because any peace devoid of justice is peace of the graveyard.
Some of these ex-Brigade cabinet members are doing is not only criminal, but it's legally wrong. That could land some of them in jail. And those following them, be very. Some of you could end up in jail. In the next few weeks or days, some of you will hear from the hired criminal attorneys. You have no right to use any logo of the United States of Biafra, any logo of the Biafra government in exile that was approved by our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, you do not have a right to do any fundraising using the name of Biafra Republic government or in exile and United States of Biafra or de facto. You do not have the right to do that. You do not have the right to deceive and bribe people. About bribery. You cannot bribe anyone in this United States of Biafra. Even as an executive, you cannot take any gift from anybody. Obatode has said several times he has warned people against it. You cannot bribe nobody. You cannot give things to anyone. Not even out of your good interest, but to make those individuals do what you do. That is criminal in the United States of Biafra government led by His Excellency Simon Ekpa. It is criminal. You cannot also do the same thing by using the little opportunity the Prime Minister gave you to contact some men in homeland and use that opportunity to bribe them. And this money is the same money Biafrans are controlling.
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Jim Moran. I served in the United States Congress for approximately a quarter of a century. After I left the Congress, I began to represent some corporations and countries that I believe in. It has been an honor to work with you, Your Excellency. Elias Gerasulis is my partner. This is primarily Elias's account, but I'm going to be working with him. While I was in the Congress, I was on the committee that funds defense and State Department foreign operations, as well as the Foreign Relations Committee. I have an interest in Africa. I was a principal co-sponsor of the African Growth and Opportunity Act. But most importantly, I do believe that Biafran independence is a just and noble cause. And I trust that you have a bright future ahead. We will try to secure your independence. We can't promise because the politics is not a particularly predictable situation in the United States today, and justice is not always served, but we will work towards that objective. I appreciate the opportunity to work on behalf of the Biafran people, and at this point, let me turn it over to Elias. Elias?
Oh, thank you, Jim, and it's an honor to be working with you on this, and we appreciate your lending your support to someone of your prestige and stature. That association would be so critical. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellencies, and dear Biafrans in the United States and around the world. My name is Elias Gerasulis, and I am a good friend and colleague of Congressman Moran, and we are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists. We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation by Biafra. And similar to how your compatriots in the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland, we will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C. And we will make sure that all these U.S. officials, all these congressmen and senators understand that the Biafran independence movement is a pure democratic civilian uprising against injustice, the very same one that we had in the United States when we declared our independence from the British 200 years ago. On a personal level, I knew I had to get involved in this struggle, not only because of my belief in the Biafran cause, but my belief in His Excellency, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. As I got to know the Prime Minister, I could see that he has remarkable leadership qualities and vision. And I knew that instinctively that he was a man of destiny and that he will have a very important impact in Africa in the years to come. And I thought it was a personal duty to assist him. Already, the Prime Minister has made remarkable progress and has outsmarted the Nigerian system in many ways. The Prime Minister has done this with the self-referendum. He has done this with opening diplomatic liaison offices around the world. And I think by establishing a proper Biafran lobby in Washington, D.C., the Prime Minister has delivered his master stroke. And if you can look at the Nigerian media and the social media, you will see that this is something that's been highly publicized. And I think this is because they understand the moment that the United States starts to gain more support for the Biafran cause, it will be a game changer. Because when the United States leads, other countries follow. Congressman Moran and myself are your voice to the U.S. Congress, your voice to the White House, your voice to the State Department, your voice to the highest offices in this great land. And we will not stop until victory is achieved. Long live a free, independent, and sovereign Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that brilliant speech there. Lias, we are happy to have you on board, and we have a lot of things to do together. Thank you. This particular appearance today is just to present you to the Biafrans in the United States. As I made my promise, I have fulfilled it. It is now that we go out there and do what we next for the interest of Biafra.
Thank you, Mr. It's our honor, and we look forward to serving you in the cause. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. It was a pleasure.
Morning's up, they rise up, we take the back up. Time on it, good stand tall, for the front we back. We have first no go tire, together we are strong. With love and support, we go sing this unity song. Simon, we did it. You, Prime Minister, now you be. You're probably the time. You, all the light you give me, see. Feet to get moved to do it. Hearts to beat for our land. Hope they rise like the ocean. With Simon, we they stand. Future rise like morning. Biafra shine like gold. Together we go make this story with a hope. Simon, we they hail you. Prime Minister, now you be. Biafra, we they thank you for the light you give me, see. Feet up bright like morning. Biafra shine like gold. Together we go make this story we dey hold. Simon, we dey hail you. Prime Minister, now you be. Biafra, we dey thank you for the light you give me, see. Thank you, my Prime Minister. Powerful, you stand so tall. Biafra will rise again. In your name we call. Together we go get Biafra. Marching hand in hand, so true. Promise to spread your anthem news. Of your music we go. for true. Thank you, Biafrans. History will tell our tale. Hero of our dreams. Your courage will never fail. Together we'll find our side. To you we look for hope. In the darkest night we find strength in your words we cope. From the brave our leader, to you we look for hope. In the darkest night we find strength in your words we cope. Strong and brave our leader, future bright we see, leading us to freedom. Unchained will be. Thank you, Biafrans. History will tell our tale. Hero of our dreams. Your courage will never fail. Strong and brave our leader, future bright we see, leading us to freedom. Unchained will be. Thank you.
I welcome all of you to this tour of Belgium. I want everyone to understand that we have picking up guns to defend our land, and the gun is not going down until the Biafra is liberated from the Islamic State of Nigeria. For decades, Biafra people have been treated like slaves within the Nigeria enslavement. Over 100 years, we have suffered marginalization, and we have seen worse than the apartheid in South Africa. Today, Biafra person cannot be a president in Nigeria. Biafra do not have seaport. Biafra do not have the presence of any embassy. Biafra do not have any office or any presence of multinational corporation. Biafra do not have any headquarter of any world class organization. Biafra land do not have the presence of the Nigeria's federal government. Biafra land do not have road. Biafra do not have school. Biafra land do not have hospital. Biafra do not have social amenities. Biafra do not have any presence of Nigeria state within our land. This is not something that started yesterday. This has been the result of the marginalization, discrimination with impunity, the dangerous diversity of the Nigeria state that Biafra people is unfortunately being part of Nigeria. This is a mistake that British government have done, and will continue to hold the British government accountable. Will continue to blame them until the day Biafra will finally gain its freedom from Nigeria. The British, out of their selfish interests, joined people that have nothing in common together, and they begin to compete among themselves, religious-wise, economic-wise, educational-wise, and cultural-wise. And this whole combination of this pull apart from each other become a dangerous diversity that we suffer today. Biafra people embraced Christianity. Christianity preached about love of one another. Christianity preached about do not harm your fellow human. We embrace Christianity. Our cultural and traditional religion also preaches the same. Do not harm any person that is your close relative
your friends, extended families, and even foreigners and strangers. This is what our value system is all about. We embraced the foreign god and become even more radical than them. And then as time goes on, we begin to see the Islamic State, we begin to see the Fulanis coming with aggression, coming with terrorists, coming with terrorism, attacking and killing Biafrans since 1945. This led to the declaration of Biafra by Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu in 1967. Nigeria, being a dangerous diversity, witnessed coup upon coup, military coup upon military coup, and as this was going on, Simon Ekpa was not born. From 1967 to 1970, as Biafra struggled to exit Nigeria because they feel that their life is being threatened and their future and existence is being under attack. They fought a brutal war. Simon Ekpa was not born by then. After 1967 to 70 war, Nigeria declared that it was a no victor, no vanquish. By then, Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu was in exile. At the end of the day, he came back. He was celebrated because the decision, he saw what many people did not see. The people who fought Ojukwu today is being massacred in their villages. Gowon is one of them. Gowon village has witnessed the highest IDP camp within the Nigeria state. He didn't see this coming today. Simon Ekpa was not born in 1970, born in 1979. Simon Ekpa was not born in 1980, not born in 1981, was not born in 1982, was not born in 1983, was not born in 1984. Simon Ekpa was born in 1985. In 1982 to 1984, a man called Buhari planned coup against Nigeria. Out of this dangerous diversity, he became a military dictator under military rule in Nigeria. It was not as a result of Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa was not born. People are not asking questions. Why are there this coup upon coup upon coup within the Nigeria state being carried out by North and of course Yorubas? But whenever this coup happens, single Igbo man in this coup, or one single Calabar man, or one single Ijaw man in this coup, it become Igbo coup. After that, this man called Buhari committed many atrocities, including an international crime. 1984, they kidnapped a man called Omar Diko from London because he believed, as a Fulani man, he doesn't respect law, not the law of his own country, not the law of any other country. He came back after many years to become a civilian president with impunity. This same man went to Kenya and kidnapped the current leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, there has been killing and killing since 1999 by the group led by Wazirike. Simon Ekpa was not part of it. From 1999, Wazirike Mossop members was massacred in cold blood, killed at every given opportunity with stray bullet, straight shooting, live bullet by the Nigeria state. Simon Ekpa was not part of Biafra then, at least not part of the agitation for Biafra. The same Owazurike Mosob gave birth to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, indigenous people of Biafra, and still the killings of Biafra continued. In all these things that were going on, nobody summoned the courage to resist the killings of the Biafra agitators. In 2020, the Fulani killings and upsurge of terrorists become a thing of concern across the Nigeria state, across the entire Africa. They were ranked the number 4 most deadliest terrorist group in the world. And because our people become helpless and nobody was speaking for them, and none of these people who call themselves leaders from the eastern part of Nigeria were making any move to protect the women and children from Biafra territory. It was what gave the birth to the formation of the Eastern Security Network. Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. This is the 11th day of November 2024, and I am here again to respond to a question by somebody who just asked me, Prime Minister, what do we do to sustain the peace and security we brought to Biafra land? And I told him, and I said, I am going to make this video to respond because I know many people are going to be asking the same question. So here is my response. The only way to sustain the peace that we have brought to Biafra territory and to the Biafra people is to make sure that Nigeria never breed within our territory. The Nigeria Terrorist Army, Nigeria Terrorist State Police, and every arm-carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory must not be allowed to breed, because they are the main cause of insecurity. They are the terrorists that have been terrorizing people, facilitating the attack against indigenous people, and shielding these ragtag terrorists when they come to kill. So we are not going to allow them to breed in Biafra territory until Biafra become an independent state, recognized under international community and the United Nations. I want you to take a look at where Nigeria is breeding, how the security situation are in those places. Take a look in Yoruba land. Nigeria is breeding in Yoruba land. 29,000 people have been reportedly killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding. There are many terrorist groups springing up on daily basis. Innocent women and children are being neutralized every day. Take a look in the middle belt where Nigeria is breeding. There are people who have given birth to their children inside IDP camp. And many of those children are today 19 years of age. What does that tell you? It means that people have actually left and fled their ancestral land and have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And without any plan for them to reclaim their land. Their land is now occupied by strangers. Who are those strangers? The fighters that were actually killing the people and chasing them out of their own land.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the questionnaire, our own Nonso. Can you hear me?
Nigeria is breeding.
Nonso, can you hear me? I can't
That's
hear
the
you.
reason why we decided that the solution to sustain this security in our land is to make sure that Nigeria never breed. And that's what Simon Ekpa is leading. Thank you very much. May God bless.
Thank you so much, Biafrans. Please join us on the studio and make your contribution. And this is the reason why we must continue what we are doing. We must continue to press the neck of the Nigerian terrorist state in Biafra land to make sure that they are not breeding in our land, so that our leader will be released and Biafra will be restored. Whatever is happening today in that evil contraption called Nigeria, we Biafran people must understand that we must add to the game that we are playing to destroy Nigeria. And the only way we can do that is by funding the Biafran Defense Forces for total liberation. What you see the Nigerian government doing, they are playing games with Amazin and the Kano. They are trying to weaken the resolve of our leader, and we must not allow them to do that. We must not allow Nigerians to breed at this time. That Washington, D.C. is aware of what is happening in Biafran territory. While we are engaging them in the media vigorously, we will also continue to support the Biafran Defense Forces for them to continue the delegitimization of the Nigerian terrorist state in our land. The terrorists must be evicted from our land. We must show them that we are in charge of our territory. The Biafran Defense Forces must continue to hold their ground in protecting the women and children and defending the borders of Biafra. And they can't do that with ordinary hand. We need to give them all the necessary logistics that they need to do their work. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, still very much in detention of the Nigerian terrorist state. And we are passing this message to the legal team, to the family of our leader, that the Biafran people are watching their shenanigans in the Nigerian courts. If they are making money out of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they should desist from doing that. Because we are watching, and should anything happen to our leader, we are going to hold them accountable. They will explain to us, the legal team will explain to us the reason why they must have to make do with everything that Nigerian government bring to the court. Nigerian government formally said they have no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 2 days ago, they are now saying they are reopening the case. They are now saying, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should face justice, should face the law. What kind of prank or what kind of games are they playing with the life of our leader? We are not going to take that. And that is why Biafrans, we must continue to do what we need to do to make sure that Nigeria never breeds in our land. While the acting prime minister is doing the needful in Washington, D.C., we the Biafran people, we must support the Biafran Defense Forces to continue to send the terrorists out of our land. Very, very, very important.
A tribalist. I'm not a tribalist, and that is what makes us different. We want, if I'm criticizing you, I criticize you with fact and figures. I'm going to tell you how all of them are. Do I explain? One, starting from Atiku. Atiku was indicted in the United States for money laundering. He's a criminal. How do you think that if Nigeria is a United States, Atiku will come back and start contesting with the criminal record he has to have for money laundering? Tinubu was indicted in the United States for drug pushing. The records are there, so it's criminal. Nigeria is being ruled by criminals, and they bring criminals. P2B his name was in Pandora. He didn't deny it. It's also the part of money laundering, international money laundering crime. He has $15 million in offshore accounts.
But surely Obi, being a southerner, is on the side of your people.
That is the problem. Why must you have somebody that have to be in the side of my people? That is the dangerous diversity that have brought us this far, because it will never work. Everything about Nigeria is what favors my people. We want a Biafra where everything favors everybody. But when you have Nigeria, it is either Fulani. Now we don't even have Hausa anymore, because Fulani have overshadowed them. So it is either you are fighting for Northerner as a Fulani Muslim, or you are fighting for Yorubas, or you are fighting for Igbo people. So how can you continue in that kind of system?
We can't continue in that kind of system. That is why we are opting out of that evil contraction called Nigeria. These are the people who are holding Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, a man who committed no crime. The people ruling Nigeria are criminals. That is why they are presiding over a criminal entity. And that is why we must exit that enclave.
How can investors come with this kind of thing, Mr. Okoro? Are you aware that this thing has gone viral all over the world? A sitting president of Nigeria, telling the whole world not to reveal his criminal records. What does that tell you? Mr. Okoro, can you do business with such a president when he comes to you and say, come and invest in my country? Can you? You can see the person demarketing Nigeria. You can see the person refusing investors to come into Nigeria, Mr. Okoro. Do you even know what is going on here? This man, he paid money. Somebody from US said that over $2 million is involved in this thing, just to stop somebody's record from being reviewed. If Mr. Tinubu had a very good record, Mr. Okoro, will he be going through this route? And that is the same man who is ruling Nigeria. It's not only the FBI, I hope you know. DEA is involved, Drug Enforcement Agency. You can see the kind of character that is presiding over our affairs in Nigeria, Mr. Okoro. Have you seen why things are not moving? Have you seen why Nigeria is where it is now? How can such a character represent good governance? Just tell me, how? Can you put something on nothing? No, can you put something on nothing and expect it to stand? The whole world should come to the aid of Nigeria. We are in a very big trouble in the hands of Tinubu. He has dealt with us in a manner unprecedented in the history of this country. Everything that is bad, everything that is obnoxious, everything that is illegal is what that man represents. Yet he's presiding over our affairs. How can we move forward? How can Nigeria survive in the hands of a man like that? Please, somebody should tell me. Is it possible? Can Nigeria ever get it right under Tinubu? Look at how much effort is wasting trying to stop that record. How many times now? Since 20.
Finally, the Nigerian monarch, Oba Joseph Oloyede, the Akpetu of Ikpetumodu, has just been sentenced for being the leader of a massive COVID-19 relief fraud. According to US authorities, Oloyede and his partner, Pastor Edward Oluwasomi, submitted dozens of fake loan applications during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you so much, Nonso. Can you hear me? Thank you and welcome to the questionnaire. Nonso, can you hear me? There, well, welcome.
Talk is really bad, though. I'm bad that, my brother. It's bad. Hope everything is fine.
Yes, my brother. Thank you so much. You are welcome back. Welcome.
All right, time. Let me
Biafrans are
just go straight
listening.
to what we have. Yes, let me go straight to what we are discussing about on today's. So right now, like what you are analyzing now, that this incompetent judge, you know, the judge. So he's saying that is that the case of our leader, or I don't get it, that they are going to revisit.
Well, like you were saying, you listened to our APM yesterday when Nigeria was saying they don't have jurisdiction over our leader's case. But why are they still saying they want to try him? When you said you don't have any case submission, there is no case submission after 4 years of holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with no case against him.
Am
Why
I
are
still
they
coming out?
saying they have to try him? Yes, yes. Welcome back.
You get the point. So the problem here is that it seems like, because we the Biafran people and the Biafran government are working. Look, let me tell you, we are our best. But problem here is that our people need to do more, because I'm not going because you see all this that is going on. It is as a result of, because we have refused to do the needful. Because because they have been somehow succeeding in, putting division somehow in our midst. That is the reason why they have this guts to be doing what they are doing. That is the reason why they have, because they are just trying to buy time to see whether we have put in. It's not easy for these people to give up. Anybody, if our leader just like that, that person is evil. Because this thing now that we are seeing now, that even the British government is aware. The British government know the injustice that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing from the Nigerian terrorist government. They know that they do anything. So if these people say anything, they just turn. And is it not our responsibility for us to rise up and defend our rights? Who is going to help you? Our government now, they are in international community in Washington DC. They are doing their best. That Washington DC is the only hope. That is the only place that we have conscientious leaders that can even listen to what we are saying. Because the Nigerian government, even in the past government of the American government, Nigerian government make sure that they bribe everything possible to make sure that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is possible. So who are you? They can do anything. Take him to court, bring him anytime, to say anything. Nothing will happen. Nothing. Because they have already concluded all these things that they are doing. They are just only trying to test our resolve, to know when they are going to come out with any nonsense news. We're going to now look at what we are doing. Every time we will go media, if it's on space, we will go there, we'll talk to. Now we'll be waiting for people to, we will still waiting for people to come and contribute. We'll be calling people to come at this particular time. What else are we expecting before we will react? Now the least that we can do, just sit down in your little ejema, wherever you when you hear, you tell your brother, you tell your sister,
What are you waiting for before you can join and fund your liberation? Have you not had enough of Nigerian government atrocity in Biafra land? For those of you who are not supporting, what are you waiting for? What do you expect to happen again? They hold our leader 4 years. They are not releasing him. You are not supporting. You don't have industry in Biafra land. You don't have pipe-borne water. You don't have good roads. You don't have electricity. You don't have any presence of any international organization, international corporation or company in our land? Why the oil, why the money that is powering Nigeria is coming from Biafra land? Those of you who are saying you are waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, your actions, as a matter of fact, it's helping in stalling the release of our leader, because you are not joining to free him. If you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released, you must support what the Biafran Republic government in exile are doing to free our leader. Because everything that needs to be done by the terrorist Nigerian state, they will continue to do that. They have done more than enough damage, and we must rise up and confront them and stand our ground and delegitimize them in our land to prove to them that we Biafrans are not part of their shenanigans, are not part of their criminal entity. Go ahead now, so welcome back.
Network, don't know. Hey, King David. Why is it
Go
King
ahead.
David, the
Can
questionnaire
hear you.
himself? So you see, this is not, because this is not something that is not this is not something of one person. This is something of a collective effort. So these are what we are expected to do, because now it's not like 1967, like, you know, when it was like on prompt war, with it was not informed. But this, we have opportunity. We're informed. Even up till now, we were informed, and everything has been, you know, that, you know, we that in a manner that we
This is not 1967 or 1970. Our government have put motions in place. Our government have been able to put a template for the recognition of Biafra and the delegitimization and liberation of Biafra from Nigeria. Everybody must follow that template by supporting the Biafran Defense Forces. Everybody must follow that template by supporting the BRGRE for our recognition. What are you waiting for? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 1 minute.
Stealing over $4.2 million in funds meant for struggling businesses. Oloyede even used some of his clients' names without their knowledge, taking 15 to 20% cuts on fraudulent loans. Oloyede used all the stolen money to buy lands, build homes, and purchase a luxury car. On August 26, 2025, Oba Joseph Oloyede was sentenced to 56 months in prison. That is 4 years and 6 months behind bars. He must also pay over $4.4 million in restitution. Additionally, he must forfeit his Medina home in Ohio and remain under 3 years of supervised release after prison.
Now, so can you hear me now? So what are you waiting for? To support the liberation?
I can hear you, my brother.
Go ahead.
I can hear you, my brother. You know, God bless you for what you are doing, my brother. May God continue to strengthen you. You know, we are just only here to, you know, to encourage our, to, you know, to speak to our people, because at this point we cannot be watching all this kind of injustice. Because see, this one now, like this one that is happening to our leader now, is just the one we can see and we can access. And Chukwu Okike Abiama just want to show us, to compare to what others has been passing through. Remember that there are many of our brothers and sisters that were kidnapped, even till tomorrow, by this Nigerian terrorists. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu even has sacrificed himself, because he said that those people cannot just go like that. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been chosen and selected for him to deliver this message, we the Biafran people. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now he represent each and every one of us, and even those that has been held captive by the Nigerian government. That is who he is representing. So at this point, seeing all these things that is happening, What do we need to do? Who are we waiting for? Everything has been laid. Everything has been put in place. We know what to do. We have been informed, not like before when we wasn't informed, and just of a sudden, everywhere, everything just started happening like that, and that was how we lost over 5 million, more than 5 million children, and that was how they succeeded in starving over more than 5 million children, including others that were massacred during that genocide, 1970. So, but this time around, are we going to fold our hands and continue to listen to gossip and continue to be, some people now are gathering, discussing about something that will never happen? They are discussing about election instead of talking about your freedom. The whole world is busy talking about freedom, and some people are gathering. And you, as a Biafran, you will still have the guts. You will go there and listen. Now, ask me, which president or which person do you think that will come inside that place and change things for you? Is it not obvious that each and every one of you can see that in a country where this government are negotiating with terrorists, broad daylight, then is it not clear to you that that country does not exist? Is it not clear to you that even your life is at stake? Is it not clear to each and every one of you that Nigeria is a terrorist state? Is it not clear to you that, in fact, that all the armies, all the police and everything, because they are not hiding it, they recruit them and put them into Boko Haram, into the army, Boko Haram to army. They say it openly. So that does not even shows any concern to any of. How is it that maybe he will be able to stop all the insecurity, all those Boko Haram and all those people that have taken over backs, that away with armor and ammunition? Do we understand what we are? Maybe you people are, where you people always focus on? You are always focused on Afra, because when you hear all your ear will stand up like antelope, because you have not heard, because Biafra is no longer existing in the letter of alphabet. A is no longer existing in the letter of alphabet. You understand what I mean? Am I saying that, please?
Yes. Yes, Mazi.
So are you hearing me now? I don't know what's wrong with this.
Yes, I can hear you.
So
I can hear you, Mazi.
Okay. Okay, fine. My network is very, very bad. So you see, this is the solution. Let's come together as one to make sure that we support our own, because the more delaying, the more the more casualties against our, and the more injustice will be met. So, and we don't want to wait for that, because we have not speak the language that the Nigerian terrorist state will understand. That is the reason why they have the guts, even up till now. I haven't seen everything, the revolutions that is taking place all over the world. They are still standing in, still detaining our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, knowing fully well that he was kidnapped from Kenya. So this is my take, and I want our people to, see it from that part of view, because all these things that they are doing in the court, going there, I don't know the reason why sometimes we even come and analyze. For a very long time, I have seen all these things. I said it before. I said all this lawyer, all this court, in fact, all of us, we know the solution to our problem. We know the solution to our problem. So now the solution to our problem is in our hand. We all need to rise up to face this challenge, because there's no two ways about it. There is no two ways about it. We all need. I have said it before. You see, it's not as if maybe I'm against the lawyers or maybe anybody, but they have to speak the truth. Stop deceiving people. Stop deceiving Biafrans who want freedom, who want Biafra. Do you believe in what that your client is even saying, and you are defending him?
Finally, the Nigerian monarch, Oba Joseph Oloyede, the Akpetu of Ikpetumodu has just been sentenced for being the leader of a massive COVID-19 relief fraud. According to US authorities, Oloyede and his partner, Pastor Edward Oluwasomi, submitted dozens of fake loan applications during the COVID-19 pandemic, stealing over $4.2 million in funds meant for struggling businesses. Oloyede even used some of his clients' names without their knowledge, taking 15 to 20% cuts on fraudulent loans. Oloyede used all the stolen money to buy lands, build homes, and purchase a luxury car. On August 26, 2025, Oba Joseph Oloyede was sentenced to 56 months in prison, that is 4 years and 6 months behind bars. He must also pay over $4.4 million
Your network is really disturbing you. Go ahead, Mazi. If you can hear me. Nonso, go ahead.
Yeah.
Nigeria is a criminal enterprise. Criminality thrives in Nigeria. We can't
Thank
hear
you very
you.
much, Mazi David.
Okay.
Can you
ahead.
hear
We
me now?
can hear you.
Am I coming out?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You know,
Yes.
my brother, I really need to encourage you on this video. It's not easy. You are doing a very great job. You know, sometimes the network has been, always deal with us like this. Not as if maybe we don't, we really need to come in. Biafrans need to come in and, contribute. It's not all of you will just sit back. If you leave all these things, who is going to do it for you? Eh? We all have to be coming in to support. Make this thing is very, we are doing here is part of our liberation. It's part of our freedom. This is what we should do. If you cannot support with a Gemma or a J, you come and contribute and speak the truth, so that the world can understand that we, the Biafran people, are very, very serious. They need to know that. So the problem I have in here, my brother, because time has passed, the time that we'll be, seeing things, we'll say, like if during the time of our prime minister, when those were going on. Me, I everything from the beginning to the end. It's not as if I know it all. But we try. If we want to, then we go back. We stop. We say we choose words. It's very, very important as well. But in this kind of obvious crime, this kind of something that is open injustice, that is what are we choosing words for that? We should say the talk that we still come for you. Did not look at the upon everything. They haven't knowing that our prime, the reason why they went they invited our prime minister, haven't knowing that they do not have any judicial fact or evidence against the allegation that was made against our prime minister for advocating his own right for the freedom of the Biafran people as a prime minister. You see what they came out with? They came out with nonsense. That is the more reason why we're supposed to even put anything we can do, because we don't have power. We cannot go there and fight. What we have is here with our mouth. We will continue to speak the truth. We continue to say it the way it is, so that they will understand. If we continue to paint all these lawyers here, I'll say it. They know that they cannot do anything to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All these things they are doing here is just show. Delaying of time, helping the Nigerian terrorist government to delay us. Everybody will be focusing on here. Do you know how many criminals are using this court that they are using, bringing out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go every time? Do you know how many criminals are using this thing to deceive more Biafrans, letting them to know, making them to think as if maybe through this court, small time, Alex Oti will come out and talk, and we will still analyze it. When are we going to wake up and stop all this nonsense and ignore these people? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there. He's there. All these lawyers, they will go there, they will come out, and they will come out and tell us anything they want. And none of us have even bold enough to, if we want to ask questions, they will say, don't ask questions. Don't ask them. For what? These people, they know that they cannot do anything. Why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody? Somebody that was kidnapped, somebody that did not do anything, somebody that has been granted free. What is going on, Biafrans? So how long are we going? So that if we understand the way I understand, then we need to come up and do the needful. Nobody should be listening to all this. When the needful is to support the Biafra Liberation Army to deal with Nigerian terrorists in our land. That is the only language they will understand and listen to us. Without that, you people are joking. So people that went to Kenya and kidnapped somebody for good 5 years, UN issued a statement to release him to court issue that they are saying they want to review, and Nigeria is calm. Everybody is quiet. Some people are still waiting for election. Is these people not mad people? Are these people not dumb beside? Are these people not stupid? This evil that is raging in Nigeria will consume all of you. As long as you people have paid deaf ear, all of you that is ganging for election this year, or I don't know when the stupid nonsense elections, you will all pay with your blood. If you like, you are in abroad. If you like, you are in the zoo. You see the same terrorists that you people have ignored. They will consume all of you. That will be your portion. And at the end of the day, Biafra will come.
Exactly. At the end of the day, Biafra will come. There is nothing anybody can do to stop the emergence of Biafra. The question we should be asking the legal team is, just like our APM said, Nigerians said they don't have jurisdiction to try our leader. Why are they holding him? Why are they saying, oh, it is only somebody who is alive that can face justice or that can go to court? All their arguments should be based on the release of our leader. And Nigeria have also entered a no-case submission that Mazin and the Kano have no case to answer. So why are they holding our leader? Why is the legal team dancing to the tune of the terrorist Nigerian state prosecutors? Irrespective of the fact that they are in Nigeria. We know that they are in Nigeria. They may be afraid of their lives, but that does not mean that Nigeria will tension irie. Nigeria sige mepono ka anyo against no irie. You will be doing things as if you don't know the legal implication. You think that Biafrans, we don't know, we don't take cognizance of what is playing out. Nigerian government have no moral standing to even put any case forward against our leader. We know that. But they just allow the shenanigans to go ahead because it is a criminal enterprise. Anything goes in Nigeria. You had this Oba. This is an Oba. This is an Oba who is representing a kind of a community. He is involved in a pandemic. This 2019 pandemic scandal. That is the kind of thing you will see happening in Nigeria. The lawyers are dancing to the tune of the Nigerian state, even when they know that Nigeria have no legal standing to hold Mazin and the Kano. They cannot prosecute him any longer. Their focus should be on the release of our leader. Why are they going to allow people who did not have the same agreement, the same mindset with Mazin and the Kano to be visiting our leader? That is where our APM was asking the legal team, people who do not believe in Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, people who were castigating Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the politicians, the Ohaneze Ndoshi and Ndama that our leader have always criticized. Why is the legal team now allowing this set of useless individuals to be visiting our leader in detention? People that our leader have condemned their activities, people who cannot stand their ground, people who cannot speak for the Biafran people, people who have not been able to tell Nigerian government to release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they given a opportunity to go to DSS to meet our leader? Because our leader have no choice. Why are they going to negotiate with our leader, to tell our leader to drop the agitation? Because there is no other thing they will be going there to do for 4 good years. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been in the custody of the DSS, these elders did not come out to ask the Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have not done that. Now, so are you still here with me? They have not done that. They have not
Yes,
asked
my brother. I'm here with you, my brother. I'm here with you.
Okay.
Sorry, I was a little bit kind of busy before, so
okay.
that was you can
Yes.
I'm here.
So what I'm saying, our APM was asking the legal team, all these Ohaneze Nduohi na Ndiama, all these politicians from the southeast that never agree with our leader have, snubbed them. Our leader have told them that you are not representing the people, that you are political jobbers, that you are envelope elders. You are people who are not consistent, you are the people who don't have the interests of Biafrans at heart. Why are the legal team allowing all this set of individuals to go and visit our leader in DSS custody? What have they to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If they are not going there for any evil intention against our leader. And that is why our APM also asked the legal team. Nigerians said that they cannot try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have no jurisdiction over the trial. Why are the legal team now trying to dance to anything that Nigeria brings on the board? If Nigerians say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have a case to answer, the legal team will now come out and say, oh, you cannot, it is only somebody who is alive that can be tried.
Hold it
But
there.
they know that
Hold
Mazi
it
Nnamdi
there.
Kanu can never be answered.
Hold it there, my brother. That is the point I am trying to make out here. This is the point. Because you see, all these things that they are doing, they are using it to deceive Biafrans. The Biafrans that were supposed to, if I wish Biafrans now understand what this allow Ejimako, because I'm very happy. Our acting prime minister did the right thing. He asked the right question. Because it is obvious, we have been giving these people time, benefit of doubt for a very long time. But it is now very, very clear to us that, even though, sometimes it's not everything that they can see. But at this point, it's a bad time that these lawyers, they have to take a stand. They have to take a decision for the Biafran people to wake up and rise up and understand the injustice that is being met against our leader and against Biafran people. But these people, anytime they bring anything, they say anything, you see them, they will still say they will go to that court. They will still do this one. They will still do that one. What is the meaning of that? And knowing that there is nothing, there's no good outcome. They know everything. It's just like P2B. When P2B came that time, it's not our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, told us that look at everything, how it's going to happen. Our prime minister also did the same thing. That these people, they already know everything. They are just playing, according to the script that was given to them. That is exactly what is playing before our eyes. And many Biafrans, not me, not you, not the Biafran government in Eza, because we are doing the needful, but other Biafrans that are out there, those ones that could really come out and support what we are doing. Many of them are putting their hope here. They are believing that as our leader is going to court, they will release him. Who will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Nigerian government that has committed a crime, international crime against international treaty, that went to Kenya to kidnap somebody against his wish, that will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after. Do you know what they did before they went to kidnap him? Do you think the Nigerian government did not know that what they did was a crime? And all these countries, even all these African countries, both Kenya and all of them, is it not time for them to issue an open statement to the world against this thing that is even on their neck? And look at what Nigeria is doing. So this is for we to understand that there is no need, there is no any other way apart from what the Biafran government in exile is doing and what the de facto government in the homeland and the Biafran Liberation Army are doing. That is the only hope and that is the only language we can speak to these criminals. That is the only accountability that we can use to hold these people. But all those of you that are hoping in maybe in Nigerian courts, a lawyer, you see this one. Tomorrow you see the other one carry beer like he goat. Is he not ashamed? Look at a small boy. He's not even older than his age. Is he not ashamed? What are you keeping all those things for? We don't even have sense. You are just like a sabo. deceiving your people, knowing the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering, he's dying. Tell Biafrans the truth so that Biafrans will know where they stand. But you people, if Briggy talk, you people will castigate Briggy. But you know that it is only Briggy that is doing the needful. It's only Briggy that is, that is online. It is only Briggy that is the formidable government that is, responsible for the Biafran people. And this is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom you claim to be his lawyer, is fighting for, and that is what he believes in. So, the more these people continue to make our people to feel like maybe tomorrow they will still be revisit. Now, some people now will be waiting for revisit. When you are telling them fundraising, donate, they'll be waiting for revisit. They will go to a lawyer Ejimako page, they will look at the updates, they will they'll say, yeah, no problem, let's follow up. Tomorrow, all these things are tighty. So we need to wake up and come out from all these shares. We need to come out from it and face the reality. That is what I'm saying. That is the message I'm passing to our people. There is, for a very long time, there is no justice in that court. The only way that justice that we are seeking for will come, it is when the Biafran Liberation Army begin to speak in a language that the Nigerian terrorist state will understand, in Biafran land. And with the effort of our lobbyists in the international community, these two things, that's all. That is the only justice that we have for Biafra, justice we have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only justice that we are going to have for our Prime Minister. That is the only way. Any other thing, because we are tired of complaining, we are tired of protesting, we are tired of evils. We want the Nigerian terrorist state to, by themselves, complain to the world and tell them that, look at what is happening. How are we going to make that happen? It is by AJ and AJMA, our support, collective effort. The government cannot be bigger than us. They cannot be bigger than us, no matter what they have. They cannot stand us. That is the fact. But the only power, the only thing that they have been using to get to us is division. Division and deceit, media propaganda, and all that. And we have to, realize and understand that, we don't need to allow those things, to get to us anymore at this time. That is my point. Our people need to wake up and face the reality. What is the reality? Biafran government in exile is the reality. De facto government in the homeland is the reality. The Biafran Liberation Army are your army. They are your army for you. These are your defendants as it stands. So we have to support them anonymously, depending on where you are, openly, to make sure that we come together and achieve this aim. That's the only solution that we have. Nigeria is a lawless state. Nigeria is a terrorist country. Nigeria, APC, PDP, they are all terrorists. These people are evil. Nigeria recruits Boko Haram terrorists into their army, their armed forces, and you expect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was kidnapped from Kenya, to get justice. Biafrans, it is time for us to wake up. It is time for us to face the reality, to face the facts. I'm not going to blame much on these lawyers anyway, even though I have said something, because it's not everything that they are going to tell you. Everything that is playing, it is left for you to understand, because even their life is also at risk, because Nigeria is a terrible country. They don't know what they will do tomorrow. Before you know what, they will take their life. They will keep them again, because they control everything. So, but it is left for us as intelligent and smart people to do the needful. Since they are doing all these things, it is enough time for us to be able to rise up and, and deal with these people decisively. We can do it. It's not that I'm making mouth. We can do it. It's our contribution. The Biafran Liberation Army are ready. The men and women, they are ready to match these criminals that have come to our land, to invade our land, to invade our communities and send our people out of their land. They are ready to combat them. But they need our support. They need money. They need all these things. They need to acquire, even vehicles. I don't understand. Are we joking? These people, they come with armor tanks, they come with fighter jets, they bomb our land. And how do you expect the Biafran Liberation Army to combat these people with fighter jet, armor tanks, and sophisticated weapons that they bring into our land? So we have to empower them, because we have a government. What we are doing is our right. We are being backed up. There is a backup. Nobody should deceive you. Nobody should tell you this or that. This is not the time for you to listen to that. Nigeria army, Nigeria government, Nigeria politicians, anything under Nigeria in Biafran territory is our enemy, and they are known and avoid. That is what we Biafran people have to understand. We have to know that. I don't see any Biafran that today now in Biafran territory or anywhere you are, you see Nigerian government as you are seeing Nigerian terrorist government as your government. You are seeing Nigerian police and you feel relaxed. It's not possible. So knowing all these things, what do you have to do? You have to, come together and support your own, support our own. Without our support, Nigeria, how did Nigeria come about? It is, a forceful foundation. We are not Nigeria. So let us come together and, build our own, support our own for us to achieve this freedom. There is nothing like freedom. Freedom is the best that you will ever have in life. So if we know the importance of this freedom we are talking about, it's hard time, each and every one of us, wherever we are. Those that have never been supporting, those that are putting hope maybe no. Those that have been deceived one way or the other, this is the reality. Biafran government in exile is the hope of the people, is the hope of many indigenous people in that contraption as I speak now. And Biafra must come. Thank you very much. Let me just hold my mic here because I see that one of our brothers is just joining us right now in the studio. Our brother, you are welcome as well.
Yeah, it's Chichi. Chichi, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Nonso, for that wonderful submission. Chichi, can you hear me? Chichi, can you hear us? Or are you in the other room after joining us? Yeah, Nonso, there's a wonderful submission you made there. Biafrans, this is the time for us to rise up and support the government that is in charge of Biafran liberation. Like Nonso said, we may not, blame the lawyers so much because we know where they are. We know how Nigeria rolls. Maya Lafia spoke against Nigeria and he was spied. Akere Doru spoke against Nigeria and he was quiet. So the lawyers are being careful and we encourage them to always know what to do at any given time. Nigeria is not a country that is reliable. Nigeria can never be supported in any way.
No, to go
No
and watch
matter.
this thing.
Chichi, can you hear
Ada?
us now?
Yeah, good afternoon, the questionnaire. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Welcome. You are live and Biafrans are listening.
Yeah, good afternoon, Biafrans.
Chichi is always having network challenges. I don't know what is actually the problem with your network. Your network is always disturbing you.
Mazi, doctor, the questionnaire, just be patient with her. This network of a thing is really, we just have to be patient. Maybe okay, she's in the studio, so let's see if you can go ahead now. Yeah, we'll have to manage. Yes.
Go ahead, yeah, my people.
Don't worry. It was my turn before. Now it's her turn. Auntie Tichi, please, yes, come back. God, just go ahead and speak, please, if your mic is unmuted.
I don't know. Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Oh my God, I don't know what is wrong with this internet of 18. I don't know. So, hello, Biafrans, the questionnaire. Thank everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending your time zone. I want to thank everyone. Thank Biafrans for your steadfastness. I want us to understand that we are in a critical time. Our
Exactly.
enemies are doing everything to weaken our spirits, to weaken.
Our enemies are doing everything to weaken our spirit and discourage a lot of Biafrans from supporting their freedom. Go ahead, Chichi. Go ahead.
So, my dear brothers and sisters, I want to encourage you to stand firm and fight for your freedom. It is your right. Do not allow anyone to bring your morale down.
Do not allow anyone to bring your morale down. Do not allow Nigeria to demoralize you. Do not allow the terrorists in our land to demoralize you. Go ahead, Chichi.
Please, I'm sorry for this network. I don't know what's happening. Please, my people, support our BDF, support Biafra government in exile. That is the only government that be speaking for our people. All the criminals in our.
That is the only government that is protecting Biafra land. BRGIE is the only government that is fighting for the freedom of Biafran people. Go ahead.
So at times we in the media space, we need to be tackling all the negative people. They have packed so many people in the internet to attack us.
They have recruited a lot of Ndisabo, a lot of envelope and stomach infrastructures, freedom fighters to come and attack us on our spaces. Go ahead, Sister Chichi.
So my people, we need to be strong. We need to be strong. We need to be strong. This is our time to free ourselves because the insult, the humiliation is too much. See how the terrorists are demolishing our people's property in Lagos, everywhere. And these our people, what tell them about freedom, they just feel less concerned. But see how the terrorists are destroying their properties. This is economic jihad, according to our prime minister. But our people, I don't just understand what is wrong with us. That we're not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. They have shown us in so many signs, so many things that we are not with them. Then what is stopping you from not funding your freedom? What is stopping you from not saying enough is enough? Wake up. It's our time to be free. Imagine what they are doing to our leaders. And you have the hope that they went. Do you know how many millions they spend in kidnapping Mazenam Kalu? And you feel they will just leave him like that? No, it is our activity, according to our PM.
It is our activity that is going to bring our leader out. And that is just a fact. That is just a fact. Go ahead.
I also want to this fine boy and Kalonta Kalo, fine boy and Kalonta Kalo. We are monitoring you people. Kalonta.
These are the people who were deceiving Biafran that their brother is in the mountain praying. Chichi, go ahead.
Kalonta Kalo knows what happened to our leader. He knows when he was kidnapped. That secretary, I've forgotten her name, told Kalonta that our leader was kidnapped. I didn't Kalonta raise alarm, our leader will not be in dungeon today. But Kalonta collaborating with the enemy to object our leader.
Caroline Okorafor. Kanunta Kanu told Caroline Okorafor not to raise alarm for Biafran people to know the situation our leader finds himself. Go ahead.
So, my dear people, Kalunta is a deceiver. That one they call fine boy, Emmanuel. They are all deceived. They are benefiting from the suffering of our leader. They are benefiting. But every call they go there to snap picture. They are benefiting for suffering of our leader.
They are all benefiting from the kidnapping of our leader, making money from the Nigerian governors, from the southeastern politicians. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Let me round up. So, my dear people, we should wake up. Don't be deceived by these things they are playing. Don't be deceived. And our media, the lawyers team know what is happening. That this people cannot free our leader. They should stop playing with our leaders.
They should understand that the life of our leader is very important to us. They should stop playing with his life. We cannot
So, my
accept
dear,
that.
please, let's fund our freedom. This network is just frustrating me. Fund your freedom. Your freedom is in your hand. Nigeria has expired. Terrorists has taken over. Nigeria is on siege. They want to impose their Sharia law on you. Do research and see what happened to Turkey. Do research and see what happened.
Of course, Turkey was a Christian country before. They were being overrun by the Islamists.
Even Iran.
Yes.
Even that Iran of today, was it not
Go ahead, Chichi.
mostly? Yes.
So, my dear people, wake up. All of you that is on the fence, come out from that fence and fund BDF, fund Biafra government in exile. Form your freedom and free yourself. If not, thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. All of you that are sitting on the fence. Sitting on the fence will not do you any good. Your land is under occupation. Your women and children are being plied by the terrorist Nigerian state. The men are being intimidated. The young men are being harassed, kidnapped, arrested, their organs sold to the highest bidder in the West. Biafrans, this is the time for you to rise up and challenge the status quo that the Nigerian government staged in Biafran territory. We are not going to retreat nor surrender. The life of our leader is very much important to us, and we must do everything humanly possible to make sure that our leader is released from that terrorist enclave. Biafrans, the time to fund your liberation is now. Go ahead,
Where is
Chichi.
Dada? Oh, this.
Go ahead. We can hear you. Nonso, do you have anything to say to that? Mazi Nonso, go ahead if you can hear me. So go ahead.
Ndewo. You see, this is I have already said it's not the issue. So it's left for our people, because we cannot be seeing the cloud being dark and they're still asking maybe you see that the cloud is dark and the rain is about to fall. Then you are asking your neighbor, is like the rain want to follow. That is exactly what is happening to some Biafrans now. Biafra was declared. Over more than 50 millions of us gave our votes to this government. Where who gave their vote? Even if it is one Ejema, even if it is in the media, by now we should, So all these things, we don't have to just relax, or maybe we just say maybe this thing. Each and every one of us have roles to play. Number one, the most important thing at this time is thinking. That word critical thinking, it means a lot, and that is where those I don't expect that, should not even advocating even more than us. But they have all failed. But it as a sign of sabotage. I see it as a sign of, corrupt, that is hypocrites. I see it as a sign of wickedness. Because this cloud is dark, and it must rain. It is going to rain, definitely. And you are there deceiving the people, telling them that, look, this cloud that you are seeing, don't worry, go out and do your work. The rain will stop. That is order. And even our people, seeing that the cloud is dark, they are still waiting for somebody to tell them that, hey, look, the rain is going to fall.
Exactly. The rain is about to fall. Biafrans, this is a wake-up call to each and every one of you, anywhere you are. More importantly, those of you who are sitting on the fence, this is a wake-up call. The terrorist Nigerian government have an agenda. Their agenda is to Islamize the whole of Nigeria. And those who are speaking against the Islamization, they are intimidating them, harassing them, kidnapping them, and buying a lot of them. This is what they want to do in the case of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is what they want to do in the case of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. They want to do everything to silence them. But the Nigerian government don't understand that there are so many Mazi Nnamdi Kanus and Mazi Simon Ekpas out there in Biafran Republic government in exile. If they understand what that means, they will run and release our leader as well as our prime minister, because they can never win this fight. They can never intimidate us into silence. They can never harass us into accepting one Nigeria. It is not going to happen. We are already here. We know why we are here. We know what we are fighting for. We are fighting for our freedom. Self-determination have never been a crime. We want our generation to live. We don't want to be Islamized. Biafra land can never be Islamized. We don't have anything common with the Fulanese. We don't have the same culture. We don't have the same language. We don't have the same religion. We don't have the same food. We don't have the same even weather with them. So why do they think that they are going to subdue us into accepting to remain in that contraption, that evil entity that have killed us from time immemorial? It is not going to happen. The earlier they release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the better for them. But as for Biafrans who are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and supporting Nigerian government against the release of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are taking record. We are noting it down. None of them will go unpunished. As a matter of fact, the Lord of Biafra will hold them accountable for the atrocities against our people. I've asked them time without number. You call Zeke of Africa, Zeke of Africa, Zeke of this, Zeke of that. The family of Zeke, where are they? Does it mean that Zeke do not have Nnamdi Azikiwe? Nnamdi Azikiwe. Does it mean his family do not have, they don't have children? No child or no children came out from that family. There are children who came out from that family, but you can see that their names are going into oblivion. Nobody is talking. Nobody is now able to relate with them. Why? Because Nnamdi Azikiwe was among those who sabotaged the emergence of Biafra between 1967 to 1970. And because of that, the spirit of Biafra rose up against him and against his family. And that name has gone into oblivion. You can never talk anything good about Nnamdi Azikiwe. Even if they have children, that children can never be brought to the limelight again, because they destroyed what should have been the freedom of the Biafran people. They never supported our freedom. What about Ifajuna and Okpa-Abiasika? The same thing is going to happen to each and every one of you that is sabotaging this movement for the freedom of the Biafran people. Nneamodo and Co., Obiozo and Co., Hope Uzodimjo and Co., Soludo and Co., Mba and Co. Unless every one of you that have not risen up to stand your ground and speak for the Biafran people, your name, your generation, you can enjoy the music, you can enjoy the vibe now while you are still in one Nigeria. Once one Nigeria is ended, everything about your family, everything about your name, everything about your generation will be obliterated from Biafran history. Yes, and that name will go extinct. We are going to remember you for standing against our freedom. We are going to remember you for fighting against our freedom. We are going to recognize you as those who joined Nigeria against Biafra. And that is how it's going to be. So for all of you that are fighting and standing against our freedom, that will be your fate. But for all of you that will support the freedom of our people, when the history of Biafra is being written and read, your name will be mentioned. Your children's children, the generation from generation, will read about somebody like you because you supported your freedom. You supported your people to be free from that terrorist enclave called Nigeria. So thank you so much. Does anybody have anything to say? The mic, the floor is open.
Hello.
Chichi, yeah, our sister, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello. Am I coming out?
Yes, you are coming out.
You are very, very audible.
I went out and do something. I don't know if the thing will not be frustrating me again. Yeah, I want to use this time to encourage our people back home in diaspora, wherever you are. Support your own freedom. Support the freedom of your generation. Support your freedom. Our land is blessed. If Biafra is have their real land today, you will not regret it. Our land is blessed. 40 state of Biafra is blessed. That is why the enemy is fighting tooth and nail to discourage you, to make you remain a slave in your own land. Say no to that. You are a blessed child. You are a free child before Britain came. You are a free child before Britain came and joined in with the enemies that have been killing us since Britain stepped their stinking feet in our holy land of Biafra. Arise, O children of great warriors. Arise, O children of great warriors. Arise. Our fathers were warriors. That is why our land have not been conquered. You are children of warriors. Don't allow the enemies to intimidate you. Arise and fight your freedom. Your land is blessed. Your land is blessed. That is why the enemies has been fighting for more than 100 years to subject you and keep you under their feet. Arise, O ye children whom their ancestors said, instead of us to be a slave in a foreign land, we better perish in the sea. Arise and take back your glory. Arise and take back your glory. Arise. Don't allow the enemies to intimidate you. Arise, O children of warriors. Your freedom is in your hand. This Biafra movement, Martin Nnamdi Kanu case, Amadi Simon Ekpa case, has taught me so many lessons. It has opened my sense of reasoning. It has made me to understand that the world we are living today is a wicked world. A world that pretends that they love good, but they love evil. If not, tell me, why should the so-called international community having business with Nigeria, even UN, giving them their platform to a terrorist funder to speak? For over 4 years, they kidnap our leader. Yet, Nigeria is still going to the so-called UN, and they will give them podium to speak. And they still have the effrontery to advocate for the freedom of Palestinians. Can you see the hypocrisy in human being? They have the effrontery to stand in UN to advocate for the freedom of Palestine. And in the front of this so-called UN, UN is where that young man burned himself because of the atrocity being committed in Biafra by the Britain for over 56 years now. Are you telling me that the so-called UN don't know about the calamity Nigeria is doing in our land? But they are silent because they love the resources in your land more than your life. What our people is going through, what our people are going through in Nigeria, a pet in France cannot undergo it. The pains our people is going through, a pet in America cannot undergo it. What our people are going through, a pet in Germany cannot undergo it. Before our prime minister, I believe it was 2022 or 2021, our prime minister writes a memo to EU. He wrote to them and tell them what is happening. Now tell me, why should Finland imprison our leader? Just because he asked for freedom. Everything that our prime minister have done, he have not done it illegally. He did it accordingly to international law. Why are they holding him? Why is Norway holding Joe Ayaba? Why? So that's why I said this freedom movement make me to study the world more, even if I did not go to university, even if I did not go to secondary school. But this freedom movement has been my school to teach me how the world rolls. So my dear people, do not hope on anyone to give you your freedom. They don't want you to be free. Your freedom is in your hand. You need to rise up and fight and take what belongs to you, or else Fulani will take it. All their interest is in your land. They want to take over your land. They want to take over your resources. They want to build the caliphate in our land. We say no. Rise up and say no. How we rise up is by supporting our gallant men, the warriors that God has blessed us with. So many communities are looking for, they are praying to have these warriors. Are you telling me that if Benue have these warriors, Benue will live in ancestral land for more than 15 years? They are off in ancestral land. Most of their land has been taken over by the Fulanis, who are renamed. Fund the warriors God gave to you. Fund the governments that God gave to you. Men are standing to defend this land, this blessed land of Biafra. Fund them. Don't listen to gossipers. Don't listen to old fools who have nothing to offer. We are the future generation. We need to hand over freedom to our innocent children. Don't listen to gossipers. Wake up and fight for your freedom and that of your children and that of your generation. Fund your army. I feel sorry for as many that are still with this, so the fund DOS. You see them online disgracing themselves. You see them online disgracing themselves. I pity some Biafrans that are still being deceived by Ngozi or Abefulani. And I pity for some Biafrans that are still deceived by the so-called CROC. Wake up and focus on your freedom. Nobody will give it to you. You are the only one that will give it to yourself. Wake up and do the right thing. Fund BDFs. Fund them and have your freedom. In Biafra, you will have steady light. You will not be praying for God to give you light. The government will give you light. In Biafra, our old parents will not be going to the chemist to buy paracetamol. If they are sick, they will have their card and go to the hospital and take the normal treatment. In Biafra, everything will be law and abiding. Wake up and do the right thing. Wake up and fight for your freedom. Don't be distracted. The enemies are everywhere looking for how to distract us. But don't be distracted. Focus. Focus. And liberate yourself from the shackles of Britain. Focus and liberate yourself from the shackles of terrorist Fulani invaders. Wake up and liberate yourself. At the end, we shall all sing Hosanna to the Most High. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, Dr. David Nana, the questionnaire. May we remain blessed.
Ndewo, our own sister Chichi. This last one, you were not interrupted. Thank you so much for that wonderful submission. Biafrans, nobody is going to free you. You have to free yourself. Support the freedom of your people so that you yourself will be free. Go ahead, Nonso, if you have something to add to it.
Yes, I just added to the last submission of our sister. This is our sister. Biafrans are blessed with in different ways. She have just spoken the way Chukwukika Abiyama has directed her. And it's the fact. Thank you very much. May that wisdom continue to renew. May God continue to guide you in wisdom, because sometimes when there's a way we need to speak, our people will understand. So thank you very much for that, your submission. So Biafrans, we are still on this particular issue. The questionnaire. See, we need to tackle this thing from the facts. We everything is done. Biafra is here. See, Biafra is here. It's not that it is just a way that is delaying this thing somehow. Because when we are advancing, some people will find chance to go and be listening to distraction. And in the midst of progress, not as if maybe those people who went to listen to that distraction, they will bring that distraction into the progress, trying to see maybe if we can analyze it, if we can debunk. And we don't know that in this process we are even this process that we are even using it to it's not everything that you listen and you come and debunk. There are some platform you just see, there are some all these people, immediately you hear them speak, you already know 1, 2, 3, 4 line or words. You already know where they are. You don't. It is not left for you, because as a Biafran to be there, because it is either two things that will be involved. It is either you are there to debunk whatsoever lie that they are decimating there. That is how to deal with these criminals. If we realize this is the only way we can deal with these people. If we keep giving them listening, sometimes even going there to listen, even going there to look, they will think they are relevant. You understand? They will think that you are relevant, but they think that they are relevant. They will think that people are listening. They think that they are doing it's like that is it. But even when you go there, you speak as a Biafran. Them themselves, they will be ashamed. Maybe immediately they open their platform, Biafrans are there, and immediately they want to give mic on anybody. You are there to they will no longer find it, because nobody is listening to them. They know that immediately they open, Biafrans will be there. And when you say anything, we will come with question. Like one day, I jumped into a platform on TikTok. That platform, I saw this bastard that it shall never be well with him and his generation. That idiot, that DOS criminal. Look at this is where they are now hiding. You see, we have to be everywhere. It's not only on YouTube and Twitter. You have to have Twitter. You have to have YouTube. You have TikTok. Yes.
Nonsense. I beg, I want us to address
My brother.
one psychiatric patient that is here. This psychiatric patient is from Ngozi Psychiatric Home in Georgia. Maybe ara na-apụ onye nke o si na Psychiatric Hospital gbapụta. Ọ sị, so USB Dr. Ngozi Fulani is a terrorist and fake. Why other group is original? Then all this group who holds the document of Biafra? Or are you people going to generate another document by declaration? You see, all these people are Fulani in Brigi. Before they now follow their what do I their madam. There is one name I wanted to use for them so that he will understand it better. Their general overseer. Ngozi is their general overseer. Which document are you telling us that Ngozi hold? Ngozi is holding no document. And let me tell you, Ngozi is the same thing like Musa. Ngozi is the same thing like Tufunubu. Ngozi is the same thing like Shetima. Ngozi is just like Hope Uzodimma in Biafran Republic government in exile before we now discovered her and she now went and created her group. So if Ngozi is holding any document, let her use the document now and get Biafra for you. He said his name is Lanky TV. You can imagine. We have passed that stage that you are asking irrelevant question here. Ngozi doesn't have any document. And Ngozi is as fake and as terrorist as Musa.
Ngozi is a
And as
criminal.
terrorists as the terrorists who are coming to Biafra land to buy Biafran people. That is what Ngozi is being bankrolled by the Nigerian terrorist state. So what we have is Biafran Republic government in exile. This is the only government that have all the documents that the Biafran people need for their recognition. This is the only government. This is the only government that is working with the attorneys, working with the lobbyists, working with our Ambazonian friends, working with Eritrea. These are the only government that is recognized by Washington, D.C. legislatures, congressmen and women for the freedom of the Biafran people. And they also know that this government has APM, Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere, as the only APM, acting prime minister for the Biafran Republic government in Israel, Lanky TV, or whatever you are called. This is not a platform from psychiatric children. This is a platform for people who are rich. This is a platform for people who have their brain intact. This is a platform for people who were listening to Mazi Simon Ekpanjoku, who knew what Simon Ekpanjoku stands for. This is platform for people who are following the template of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is not a platform for Fulani blood like this Emmanuel that have already joined his brother here. Those people that were born in Biafra land, but they have Fulani blood in them. This is not your platform. Go to Sokoto, go to Kaduna, and join your brothers in the north. This is not platform for you, okay? So you can follow Ngozi. In fact, go and help Ngozi in her court case. It's coming up very soon. That is the only time we know that you are serious about what you are saying. Apart from that, you can fuck off from our platform. This is not platform for people who their brain are not intact. Okay? So now, so go ahead. Sorry for that disruption. There was.
Thank you, my brother. You know, I said it all. There's no, so I don't have to weed. Form easy to identify them. All different platforms deceiving their friends. How are you coming now? Am I still coming?
Yes, your voice is breaking, but you are coming out.
Yeah, on my end. So I don't know if we can manage with the connection.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, fine. Yes. Okay, now it's okay. So I don't have time. We don't have time to be addressing Miss Blood like this, because this is what I am telling my people. You know, when we come across comment forms like all these criminals, you will know exactly, you know, who they are. These people, they might be answering Chinedu. They might be answering, you know, any kind of name that looks similar to the Biafran name, for you to think that maybe they are one of. They can even speak our language. If you them, they will even tell you that look at the village that they are. That you get me now. So, but fruit you shall not. The questioner, my brother, you are a Biafran. I am a Biafran as well. Not as if it open this out of context, like, you know, trying to deceive Biafrans, then platform and feel comfortable. What am I expected to do? Immediately I have the opportunity to come in, just like I have come in, I will try to, you know, ask you questions, to interrogate you.
Yes, so sorry, the network kicked Nonso out. Okay, Nonso, welcome back.
Was I kicked out before?
Yes,
Have
yes.
Speaking.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say that here now is that the point is that Biafrans, it is very, very easy for each and every one of us today to identify these people who have been drawing us back. One, whenever you see comments coming from this ifulefu, like all this kind of kakia, hypocrite, you know, nonsensical, stupid questions that has already passed, something that you should go and ask your mad woman. That you in fact you cannot even ask. So you are coming here to put it in a way to look as if maybe, you know, as if maybe we don't know what we are doing. If you are very, very comfortable with wherever you are, you go ahead and continue to deceive yourself, because Biafran people will not listen to you. Biafran people are here. Biafran people are smart. And these are the people I'm talking to. So I'm telling my people now that whenever they come across platforms like you, platforms like deceitful people like you, all of you, you know your gangs, you people are few, very, very easy to identify. Whenever you speak, those of you who are advocating now for stupid election, those of you who are those ones who will come and tell you P2B, those ones who will come and tell you this one, or any time you come across those places, if you cannot stand, leave that place. If you cannot stand, you leave that place. That is the most important thing. That is very, very important. If you can't stand, leave. But if you can stand, make sure that you ask relevant questions to, you know, to bring them down. That was what happened to me. When I got there, I met the criminal. He was just busy, you know, saying, talking about our prime minister, talking about. I was like, after Oyendu just came back from court, instead of them to be talking about the court, they focus on our prime minister. So I was like, this person that you people are focusing on, he's not here even with us now. What is your problem? Then I have to come in. I have to come in immediately. Immediately I come in, they never knew. They thought that I was among them. And I asked him that you are saying that because he said that our prime minister was not fighting for Biafra. That was his word. This was what he was using to deceive people. That's quite Go
ahead, Nonso. Go ahead. Chichi, meet your mic.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So this was a result of, you know, the sabotage that we are talking about here. The level of sabotage is just too obvious, it's just too much, that we can no longer comprehend this anymore. So that is the reason why I'm here to advise my people that whenever you come across these people. So immediately I came into that plan, I asked my question. I said, you are saying that Samuel Ekpa is this, Samuel Ekpa is that. Do you have any evidence? If Samuel Ekpa is not fighting for Biafra, what was he fighting for? That was the only question. Do you know what happened? The other one just said, hey, bring him down, remove him. Then the last word I told him was that you all will be disgraced very, very soon, because you are all running away from the truth. You cannot stand the truth. You cannot defend the truth. So that is the reason why you see, you know, whenever our people come across, you know, such platforms like this, where they will not allow you to ask questions or speak, there's no need for you to listen to them, because those people, they are full of deceit. If you continue to go there, gather yourself, rally yourself around them, it makes them feel relevant. It makes them feel as if maybe there are something that they are doing, whereas they are not doing anything. So please, this is the time for us to avoid those platforms, avoid all those negative comments. You know, if you have the capacity to respond, you respond there. But please, in the midst of our progress, in the midst of our meeting, these are not something that we should have in the back of our mind. If you meet it there, let it pass there. If it is the one that we are going to debunk or the one that we are going to say, the information minister of the Biafran government in exile is there, and the Biafran government in exile media are there to debunk, you know, anything that is necessary for us to debunk. So that is the advice I'm giving to my people. Most of, especially those ones that are in the homeland, because they are always trying to get to you with all these things that they are trying to achieve. But I assure each and every one of you that they have already failed. So this is the only thing, the only key we need now is to apply our critical thinking. That is how we need to deal with them. Whenever they come with their deceit, whenever they come with their lie, with their platform or whatsoever that they have, we ignore them. Sometimes we tackle them, we hit them with the truth, we tell them the truth. So then, when we continue like this, before you know it, they will all be gone. But immediately we continue to go there, you stay there, you listen, and maybe you even request the mic. We have to ask questions, they are not getting back to you. Yeah. So place and go to where you will have life, where you will have freedom of where we are. We are not against anybody. If you feel that you have any opinion, pick the mic, join the link, come here and ask questions. It doesn't really matter your differences. Let us add some certain things based on fact. But the fact still remains that our people, the time of deceit and the time of, you know, we do not need this. John Army, for us, you know,
We can't hear you, Nonso. Your network is fluctuating, your voice is breaking badly, and we can hardly understand what you are saying. But I want Biafrans to understand we are no longer going to their platforms. Don't listen to them. Don't comment on their rubbish. Only when they come to your platform, just like all these animals came to our platform to be writing rubbish. Fulani blood. We know who they are. If you go to Amausa, if you go to some of the places that they occupy, you see them speaking Igbo. You would think that they are Igbo. They are not Igbo. They are Fulani that we are born in Igbo land. They will answer Chinedu, Chukwuemeka. They will answer Ngozi, Ifeanyi. They are not Igbo. They will answer Emmanuel. They are not Igbo. How nde Fulani tụrụ ime ha? Nde Fulani tụrụ ime ha. When you see them speak, I want you to know that these people are not Biafrans, they are not Igbo. So don't regard them as your brothers. They are the enemies of our people. They are the enemies that the Fulani sent to our land in order for a time like this for them to support their conquest agenda. But they came late because we are already wiser. Our eye don't open. Our leader, Mazin Nandeka, our leaders have been able to educate us enough to know them. And that is why when Biafra is fully restored, DNA test will be conducted on Biafrans, like this Emmanuel and that Shanti TV. People like him, Oganiru Biafra, and all the rest of them. We are going to go into vigorous DNA test, and you'll find out that their blood will match Abdullahi or Musa blood. Their blood will match Abubakar blood. Their blood will match Usman blood, and they will be sent back to the north, to Nigeria, where they belong to. So when you see them in your platforms, I beg, I want you to take notice. The name is not really important. It is the statement that they make that can be able to tell you exactly where they belong to. Very, very important. But here is our platform, the platform of Umu Chineke, the platform of those who want freedom for their people, the platform of Biafrans, where we must be whiter than snow and we must say the truth at all times. It doesn't matter whose ass is God. It doesn't matter onye pantiana dokashi. We don't give a damn. Truth must be told. Our leader must be released and our freedom must be restored. Those who are not supporting, a time will come when you will ask that you will be supporting, and we are going to tell you that when we needed you most, you were missing in action. The Biafran spirit will no longer accept your support for our freedom. But now that you have the time and opportunity, you are busy staying on defense. You are busy, you are busy protesting, and you are busy encouraging Nigeria atrocity in our land. You are busy aligning yourself with the Nigerian terrorist state. You are busy pretending as if you don't know the Nigerian government are carrying out the bombings in Biafra land. You are busy pretending as if the genocide that is happening in Biafra land, you don't know about it. You are busy pretending as if you don't know that Soludo, Pope Uzodinjo, and Mba are committing atrocities in Biafran territory. You are busy pretending as if you love Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, but you are not doing anything to support the cause for the freedom of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. You are busy pretending as if, oh, Obatobie is your prime minister, but you are not supporting the government that our prime minister put in place for your freedom. We know all of you, and by the time Biafra is fully restored, you are going to bear the consequences of your action, and we are going to make sure that you answer to the laws of our land. Very, very important. Chichi, do you have anything to say? Because I want to round up now. Chichi, are you with me? Okay, Chichi is not here, and so I think the network have also kicked him out. So, Biafrans are wonderful people. I really appreciate every one of you who joined us to make this broadcast a very huge success. I appreciate Monday Osas. Monday Osas, thank you for your presence. Thank you for being part of us. Okay, Nonso is back. Yeah, Nonso, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
The questionnaire is not easy. Well, thank
At
you.
all.
So, are we rounding up now? It's not easy, to be honest. I have to come in and join you because if it is only you, they will say you are a madman. That is very easy for them. They will just conclude and say, you are jobless. So we are many, we are millions that are very, very jobless. Since they think that this evil and this injustice will continue. Because they think that maybe kidnapping and arresting our prime minister is going to. They don't know that we have many prime ministers. Now that they are looking at our acting prime minister, they are joking. Before they went to kidnap Mazinam Kano, thinking that that one is the bone. They kidnapped him. They not discovered that it was even. They went to see how they can stop our prime minister. Because they say, you were thinking, how can this man be? And he's saying that prime minister and the government in exile that he's talking about, headquarters is in Baltimore, is in Maryland, it's in United States of America. And this man is here in Finland, claiming to be prime minister of Biafra. You see, that was where the whole thing even confused, even to the government of the Finnish government, they were confused to the extent because they don't know how because when they checked the last time they assessed our prime minister's details, they see that he had not even left Finland to even America. So they now conclude that is with full force that what our prime minister was doing, because how can he say he's a prime minister of Biafra and the headquarters is in America? Why did he not put it in Finland? Tell Alestom to come closer. Tell him to come close. And the Finnish persecutor, tell them to come close. Because this thing is very, very simple. They never understand because, but even though they understand, but it is somehow strange that he claims to be the prime minister, the head of this government. But this government is located, the head office of this government is located in America. So automatically, this guy cannot be. We need to investigate him. We need to arrest him. In fact, everything is, yes, we must arrest him. It was when they arrest him, it was when they hold him, it was when they already committed the mistake to help us, make the awareness of Biafra go more viral. That was when they concluded and trying to create more awareness by create more awareness of by Biafra by castigating the prime minister of Biafra, thinking that maybe in doing so they are going to get to me and you, because that was their target. Doing so, many of us will feel like, oh, really? Everything that they have been saying about it, so we will now withdraw. By now, me and you would not be here. But they failed. But did they stop there? No, they didn't stop there. They went ahead and planned in-house saboteurs. They went for those key ones, those ones that we have been thinking that, these ones, when they speak, they are relevant. They went for those ones and bought them over. But they never succeeded because they thought that those ones that they went for, that was being projected to them that they went for, was, they came late because they never realized what we have as Biafran government in exile. They never understand the content and the foundation, the basic foundation of this Biafran government. They don't understand, and they needed to understand, and they have understand. They didn't know all these things. They were thinking that maybe it is something that, immediately they come up with those accusations. It is something that, all the whole Biafrans all over the world, me and you, including our prime minister, will be shaking. But because we are defending our rights and we are fighting for our right under due law, under the international law, so we are unshakable. So they are only wasting their time because all these games and all these lies and all this propaganda and all this kind of arrest, kidnapping and all these things, it's not going to stop Biafra from emerging. We are going to fight. What are you going to intimidate? Our sister even said just now about the unjustful arrest of Cho Ayaba. It's also the same thing. That one has been going on for some time now before the unjustful arrest of our prime minister. So we will continue to stand on our right. We will continue to speak the truth. We will continue to fight. We will continue to do everything possible to make sure that this nation that they are trying to suppress, they are all hoping, they are all backing now in Biafra land. because of our natural resources, because of what is coming from our land, in the name of the so-called Nigeria. Forgetting, neglecting the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Samuel Ekpa, these are the real people that you're supposed to sit and listen to. You're supposed to dialogue. You're supposed to negotiate with these people as a government, not as an individual. You're supposed to recognize these people, but you are being foolishly, because of your evil mind, because of your self-interest, because of your heart of destruction. And it's going to be met with all of you one by one. Because you see, this thing that people are doing, undermining the fact that over more than our mothers and children are being raped. Our children are being killed in broad daylight, unreported by the Nigerian terrorist government. They are this so-called Nigerian terrorist government. They recruit Boko Haram into their army, and you have the guts to accept them in the UN to speak. Biafrans, enough is enough. Enough is enough. There is no any other way out. There is no any other way out than what the Biafran government in exile is doing and what we, the Biafran people, the genuine ones, are doing. In the sense that we must support the Biafran government in exile, we must fund them, we must support them, and we must also support the Biafran Liberation Army. That is our hope, and that is the only hope we have. Anything else apart from this, forget it. Thank you very much, Mazi David.
Thank you so much, Nonso, wonderful submission. Biafrans, we must support the Biafran Republic government in exile. This is the only government that is known all over the world to represent Biafra and represent Biafran interests. We must fund the Biafran Defense Forces. This is the only army of Biafra that is protecting our women and children and protecting our land, safeguarding our territory from the terrorist invasion. We must support our APM. This is the minister that our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku said every Biafran should support him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, every Biafran should protect Ogechukwu Nkere because he is the messenger sent by Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku to represent us in Washington, D.C. He is doing the needful. We must support the attorneys and the lobbyists. Wonderful job they are doing for us in Washington, D.C. We must also do as possible to support every action and activity geared towards the destruction of the terrorist Nigerian government. We must also remember that the politicians in the Southeast, the elites, the intellectuals and the sophisticated morons are not for our interests. And we must let them understand that this is not 1967, where most of them that committed atrocity were not held accountable. This time around, every one of you must be held accountable for your actions and activities, either by sabotage of Biafran freedom, the Nigeria against Biafra. You are going to be held accountable, and you will pay a very big price for sabotaging Biafran freedom. And we want this opportunity to tell the lawyers of our leader to be mindful of what they are accepting with the Nigerian terrorist state. Our APM has said it all. We are watching to see what is being played out in their terrorist court. Biafrans, rise up and support the freedom of our leader. Biafrans, rise up and support the freedom of our APM. The only thing that can guarantee their freedom is the actions and the activities that BRGIE and BLEA or BDF are taking against Nigeria. And those actions can only be possible by your AJ and AJMA. Very, very important. So support the BRGIE with your AJ and AJMA for our recognition, and support EF with Eje and Ejemma for the liberation of Biafra land. I salute each and every one of you who joined me this afternoon. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe so that, yes, we can as well continue to support the BDF for what they are doing. So subscribe to my channel so that whenever I'm live, you are going to get notification. I salute our APM, the messenger of Biafra, for what he's doing for the Biafran nation. I appreciate our information minister, the Okokondem of our time, for what he's doing for the government through the media space. I appreciate my comrades of the Biafran government media, BRGIE media. I appreciate every one of you. And I appreciate everyone that is supporting for the liberation and the recognition of Biafra. More importantly, I say airborne to the Biafran Defense Forces and goodbye from here. There were no more Chineke.